Hey guys, welcome back to the treehouse. We will be continuing working on our painting today. We also have our dark painting with the lightning. We were calling that one Dragon Eye, I think is what we were calling that one. This one actually does have a name today. Unconventional People is the name of this art piece. So, this is what we're going to be working on today. I appreciate everybody who is here to show love and support. But we will be working on this art piece in particular for today. I did have an interesting day. I filled out a few job applications for a couple different things, really. A couple different things for... Hey, Sassafras. Welcome in. For part-time employment, as well as art jobs. So it's been a very emotional day. But the name of this painting came to me today because of what I was doing. And when we get a few more people in, I'll read you. I have something to read to you today. Hey, Sassafras. Hey, Timothy Witchy. Hey, Gappy. Welcome in. You do love the painting? I have one person already telling me that they want this painting. Hey, Alcazar. I do have one person telling me that they want this painting already. So, and it's not even finished, so that's the thing, like, sometimes it can be hard to get one of my paintings, because I feel like sometimes if you wait, somebody grabs it. The purples are well balanced. Don't you think so? I do too. I do too. So I was thinking to myself, after filling out lots of applications, unconventional people, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? What does that mean to me? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to everyone? How would you define, or what do you see would be a good question, when you hear unconventional people? What do you see? Hey, Anna, welcome in. And hi, Skyheart. Good evening, Midnight Rider. You took unconventional people to mean people who don't care too much about fitting in the norms of society. That could be one. That could be one. Or pushing the norm into a different direction. Hey Max, Sheena, welcome. You consider yourself unconventional, also hi. Hi Max. You're gonna lurk while you go to sleep. Okay, Alcazar, sweet dreams, son. Sassafrats, I ironically see the type of people who attend conventions. You think the people who are unconventional are the people who go to conventions. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you just need help with delivery, right? So I was thinking about this. In a way, knowing that I, myself, am unconventional, so what does that mean for me when I have applications to send? What does that mean for me? How does an unconventional person find their place? Would be a good... How does an unconventional person feel at home? It's an interesting question. But, hey Blue Water, I wanted to read this. Because I was applying for I sent in an application for art recruitment, an art recruitment application, and I was doing like this gratitude meditation while I was doing it. It was very hard. Okay? It was hard to do, but I did it anyway. And it comes up to the section where it asks, like, give a brief outline of your responsibilities and achievements. And I'm sitting here with myself, kind of thinking, God, I'd really like to put Twitch partner down on this. I really would. I would really like to be able to do that. You know what I mean? And like, make that a benchmark for an achievement. Right? Hey, Hunt You Down, welcome in, dear. That was my thought. It was, oh man, I was so close. I would really like to put that down in there. You hope that I saved the world more than once. No, I didn't write that. But I will share with you what I did write. But I was like, man, I really would like to put that down. Twitch partner. That would be impressive. It's something quantifiable. That people understand as an achievement. Right? Hey Emma, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. I feel like we are, yeah. So how for somebody that's been at this for 2 years, for someone that's been at this for 2 years, a lot of what have I achieved has been coming up a lot. Where am I going? What have I achieved? What do I, a work history. What do I put down for work history in ways that people will understand? Right? Because if you apply for a job, they want to know what you've been doing. Right? They want to know what tasks you've been completing to quantify your ability to apply for such position, in whatever position they're offering, right? They want to have something quantifiable. You're gonna get your Luna fix, Blue Water. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. I mean, is that a really productive way to measure the self? Exactly, Anna. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So, So I'm gonna read you what I put down for my brief outline of responsibilities and achievements that I actually sent and emailed to this art company. I'm gonna read it because it's actually really beautiful. Are you guys ready? Wes Frost says entertainment, assuming that you have some sort of company yourself, then you can write down and get away with pretty much anything. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're okay. I'll read it. So this is what I put down. Mind you, this is while I'm having that gratitude meditation, right? So it's like, me, myself, I already have a hard time quantifying what I've been doing for the last 2 years. Let's not lie. I've had an extremely hard time quantifying what I've been doing. Like, that makes sense. I'm self-employed. I do bizarre, intuitive art that, like, doesn't have any rules, doesn't have any concrete, like, it's not like I'm a self-employed artist who does self-portraits. Like, everyone understands that concept, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm an intuitive painter who also teaches people how to intuitively paint in a course. Like, no one gets it. No one grasps it. So it's very hard for me. But I wrote down, I've been solely responsible for my own creative pursuits, expression, and expansion. I've empowered myself to live my life with freedom, expression, and appreciation for my creativity and artistic talents. I chose willingly to change my life so that I could freely, creatively express myself. I've managed to earn some type of space and name for myself. I managed to make some living simply based on my artwork and creativity. This is a feat all by itself. But I did this not only for me, but in the middle of a global pandemic. I have a very loyal, loving following on Twitch.tv. I continually have opportunities being presented to me for chances for continued growth. I am currently looking to physically place myself into a larger city so that I may have new chances at getting myself, my story, and my artwork out there. Don't forget, you're bizarre. I am bizarre. That's only the first part. We'll read more of it. I'll read more of it. So I put paragraphs, so it wasn't like a big text thing. So remember, this is achievements and qualifications that I'm putting in there. So what responsibilities and achievements have I had? I have followed my heart, and I have been true to myself. I have stuck to my own creative style and flair, despite it not being marketable or mainstream. I am Lady Lunastar. I intuitively paint from my heart with no references, no rules, no expectations, and no restrictions. I teach intuitive painting classes. These classes are unique and offer very powerful experiences. I would like to bring these lessons to more people. My classes aid people in discovering deeper parts of themselves, parts they have lost, they've forgotten, or perhaps buried. Together, we bring them out to be seen on canvas. We take time to examine, feel, and heal the story, the narrative, so that we can bring ourselves to peace and clarity. The paintings then become a reminder, a keepsake, and a living symbol. When I do commission work, I meditate and pull information through me and place it onto a canvas. I do so not simply to paint things, objects, or scenes. I paint stories. Everyone who orders a commission gets a surprise, a beautiful surprise. Each person has a story, a beautiful story, one with pain, loss, worry, and fear. But in this, there is also love, hope, faith, and beauty. My artwork, my goal, my story, and my classes help people see, help people feel, help people express, perhaps even change their own story. Here's to hoping you're a pathway to changing my own story. All of my skills and experiences are perfect for not only these roles, but any role. I am a consistently hard worker. I push the envelope. I smash through expectations and limitations. I do not follow the crowd, and I'm always true to myself, which is the most empowering, persistent, and willful force you can have in your life. And I'm simply the perfect choice because I genuinely believe in myself, my story, and my mission. My paintings inspire and heal people. I will accomplish my goals. I just like an opportunity to walk along my path with you if you would have me. Because unconventional work requires unconventional people. That's what I sent. Thank you, King, for your subscription. I appreciate you. Hey, pretty stars. Sorry, I was reading through what I sent. Your job is definitely difficult to put on a resume. It really is. It's so hard. It's so hard. And Pretty Star says, nice hat. Thank you. Are you trying to get hired or just flexing on them? I'm flexing at this point because I'm already hired by myself. I'm already hired by myself. I'm already self-employed. You did like that quite a bit, Emma. I'm so glad. And thank you, King, for your subscription. I appreciate that very much. Magnificent. Thank you. Unconventional people. I know we were saying last time I was working on this painting that we don't, some of us were saying, oh, they must be coming to take us away from Earth. The aliens. They must be coming to take us away from Earth. Right? We must be on our way out. Because I think a lot of us just don't like being here. At least that was the story yesterday. And that's when I decided to change that interpretation that many people, at least a few people, had of that story within this painting. So in the middle of our donut is gonna be planet Earth. This is not Earth. This is. And this is. And this is. And this is. And it all is. So what if it wasn't a chance at escaping? What if it wasn't a chance at escaping? What if it was a chance? What if it was a chance to come home? And be home? Enjoy home. So we'll change that story. Hey, Elda. So I think this is going to give us a totally different feeling now with this painting. I feel totally different inside the cosmic donut. Yeah. Yeah. So can you imagine how I was feeling listening to this gratitude meditation? Being forced to explain what my achievements are. My achievement is I haven't quit yet. That's my achievement, honestly. That's the greatest achievement. I think, for me, Unconventional People. It's the name of the painting. If I want to stand out, I have to stand out. And yes, maybe they would look at that and go, this person, what is she even saying? Maybe they really would look at that and think, what the heck? This lady has no clue what she's doing. This is not how you fill out an application to an art, to an art job. This is not how you do it. But I put in there, I've never followed the rules. I'm unconventional. You have to be unconventional. If everybody's doing the same thing, applying the same way, using the same fancy words, the only thing I have to offer is me. I don't have quantifiable achievements right at the moment. I don't. So all I have is me. So hopefully me being genuinely me is gonna be enough, because that's all I got. That's all I got. But I'm pretty great. I'm pretty great. I don't see anyone else doing stuff like this. You know? Do I have any paintings of forests? Yeah, I do. We have several. You can go to my website for the portfolio. I think my portfolio is here. Maybe? I think this might... No, that's my painting commission. I have my website on my main page. I think you can scroll down there and it'll take you to the portfolio. The portfolio is also scrolling above my head. Right here. The two people under the earth have that alien feel to it. Do you think so, King? These two? There's actually 4. There's one here and one here. Little purple people. And then I made a joke about the purple people eaters. They're little purple people. They do, though. I wonder if it's because of their shape. Maybe it's the head shape. Maybe the head shape's giving it that vibe. It's because they have oblong heads. Is that why? And they're skinny. You are enough. Thank you, Yeah, You really like the tree painting technique? It always changes. Most of the time, though, my trees are just blobs of paint. And then I connect all those blobs with lines. Yeah, you think that's it with the skinny bodies? Yeah, I could see that. Is this my biggest size canvas, sassafras? Yes, this one's the biggest. The biggest. I'm gonna add some green into our center. I'm honestly just hoping that the right person will just see, I guess, my heart. Because I'm not filling out that application from the mind. I'm filling out the applications from my heart. Which could be extremely refreshing. But I understand a lot of people could maybe really not like that either. You know. Hey, Armagordon, welcome in. This one is 16 by... This canvas is 16 inches by 36? 16 by 36 or 16 by 24? I can't remember. I think it's 24. But I'm adding some green into the center of the swirl. But I cannot lie, I was crying while I was freaking filling out that application. That's really all I have is me. You honestly think it'll depend on how corporate the job is? That's true, Anna. Yeah, but with the right person, no matter how corporate it is, it could be refreshing to just see of all the mind, chatter, expression, ego. It's really what wants to come through. To have an application that's just all heart could be very easily dismissed, but with the right person could be treasured. You know what I mean? And not to say that other people don't have heart. I just feel like sometimes maybe we're afraid of expressing that. You think it depends on what mood I catch them into. That's true, sassafras. They could, if they're in a bad mood that day, and they're like, what the F is this? Get out of here, you crazy woman. Hi, Avea. Welcome in, sweetheart. Glad to see you. And hey, Jevons. Welcome back. You always cry when you do new things. I think it helps process stuff, maybe. Or I hope it does. Oh, I think it does, honestly. It lets go of some stuff. But it also, like, can be healing, I feel, too. I don't normally cry, but I'm in, like, a crying mess the last little while. Just a complete mess. Just, like, crying mess all over the place. Ugh. But feeling is healing, guys. Thank you, bot. Trust your gut. Well, in that moment, my gut was saying that's how I needed to approach the situation. So, I did follow my gut. How am I, Jevons? I'm so much better now. Thank you for asking. You're so sweet. Maybe it's a good sign that you cried for that application then. That's true. I was crying a lot. I was crying a lot because it does, part of me does feel like, you know, that mental achievement, it's like nothing. Like, I can't put anything down as an actual achievement. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what awards have you won? What have you gotten from your love and appreciation for myself? Is that enough? Can I put that down? Is that enough? The ability to not freaking quit no matter what. Even though it hurts me and makes me cry. Makes me feel like I'm taking the long journey down a long road all by myself. You think most people feel a nice catharsis when crying, like being able to physically manifest emotional pain transmutations? Maybe, Anna. I could see that. You think it's fail forward? Do you? Oh, I don't know. But I do feel better. I think this unconventional people thing is definitely not going away, though. That has definitely, like, sparked something. So, worst case scenario, that little bit of inspiration helps with something else. But I did. I applied to, like, some local part-time things and some things overseas. All the stuff I'm doing overseas has everything to do with art, though. Hey, Frisbee! Welcome back. Hey Luna, hope you're well, lovely. Painting is looking awesome. Thank you, Frisbee. You wish you could cry sometimes, Armor Gordon. Even when I'm really sad, it's hard to cry. Aww. You gotta take in some deep breaths, hon. Sometimes you gotta push it out. Sometimes you have to go. And then you're like, oh god, it's really gonna come out. But then you just breathe through it. Hey, Crash Organism, welcome back, dear. Glad to see you. You think nerds know conventions, and you can help introduce us on what is with that? Maybe I don't know anything about art. Oh, you mean like art conventions? See, I've always lived in a small town. So like for me in specific, like an art convention would be like going to your local gallery, or like how do I explain this? Like a local like farmer's market, or like sometimes there's like a convention, but you usually have to pay. You usually have to pay to get in. Typically. Hey Glyphnoid, welcome back, dear. Oh, you think sci-fi or Comic-Cons? I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't have any Comic-Cons around me. I don't have any Comic-Cons around me. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, when I first I guess quit my corporate job, here was the plan, right? Okay, there was a plan. The plan was do Twitch part-time until it becomes summer. Then we'll still do Twitch part-time, but when summer comes around, I'll do all the like art fairs and shows, and like there's this thing called Hippie Fest. I was gonna go to Hippie Fest last year and have a little booth there at that shop, because that would be like my people that like probably would really enjoy my art. You know what I mean? All the hippies at the hippie fair. And I was like, that's gonna be really good. It'll give Twitch time to like grow and do its thing without like me having to like really put a lot of energy or pressure on it. But all of that got canceled. All of it got canceled. So then all I had available was online, basically, because of the state of the world. So I was like, well, I guess I'll put all my time and energy into Twitch, since I can't really make the other stuff work right now. So I guess it's been me trying to do this mostly. But it made things really hard though, cuz like, yeah, I guess I did get my art up in a few local crystal shops. I do have some local crystal shops that have my paintings in their shop, like for sale. So I did do that. I did manage to get that done. But even that, when Corona happened, like, even those shops had to close down. So it's like, what? The best things in life are free, and by that I mean they're priceless, and by that I mean they're expensive. Aw. Hippie Fest is gonna be near me this year. Is it, Hunter? You can't wait to go by if they haven't when it's planned. I wanted to go. I clearly wanted to go. I went I went a few years ago with my boyfriend at the time. And that's when I kind of got the idea that it would be cool to have my own booth. You know, because I was like, I could even do card readings at the booth. I'd be like, when you buy a painting, you get a mini card reading. You know what I mean? And it was fun. I was like, that would have been kind of fun. Not only do you get a painting or a print, you get like a little memory where I remember when we went to Hippie Fest and that lady, I bought that painting from that lady and then she drew some cards for me. It's a memory. Can confirm, I'm a hippie that lives Gerard Armour Gordon. Thank you. You think online hippies frisbee? Nice. Mm-hmm. Have you thought about a Renaissance festival? I have gone to a Renaissance festival, yeah. I've thought about all these things. It's just been impossible with the state of things. It's just been impossible. It's just not been available. And then I talked to a couple local shops here, like a couple yoga shops, where like they do like yoga classes and things like that. I talked to one of the ladies for that, and she already had card readers. She declined my invitation to have my painting workshop there at her place. She declined that. I don't think people just don't understand what I'm doing. They just don't get it. They just don't get it. And but she was like, well, I need somebody for astrology. And I'm like, I don't do astrology. It's just frustrating because it's like every time, man, there's always something, is what it feels like. But I'm still here, I guess. So we're just gonna do what we can. Eventually something's gonna have to work. Eventually. You go to the one in Michigan? Yeah, I lived in Michigan and there was a Renaissance fair that I would go to a lot. It was actually really fun. It was in the middle of a forest. I actually had a special outfit I would wear every time we went. Like, I'd dress up in like the old style. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun. But that's kind of where I've been the last little bit. What I've been working on. How I've been feeling. Just progress I'm trying to make, you know. And I understand. I understand just, I don't know, maybe not seeing the value in like a painting workshop. Like, how is that gonna, I don't know. I just think people just don't get what I do. And so it just makes it hard. Was it in the Mount Holly area? I don't... No. This was smaller. This would have been like, Kalamazoo. This would have been Kalamazoo. Well, close to Kalamazoo. Not actually Kalamazoo, but close to it. Yeah, Kalamazoo is the name of a city. For those of you who aren't sure. I do think I'm going to have some yellow coming out of here too. I think. Maybe we'll put green, really deep green in the center, and then it kind of waves out a tiny bit. Let's just try that. Maybe we'll water it down an extra. Oh, there's one that stays up year round for you. Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, this isn't. This was one that came and went. It came and went. Came and went. But I've just been focused on getting done what I can with what I have, which I have managed. I thought at first, you get a little bit optimistic and you're like, oh yeah, I got this. It's not going to take long at all. You know what I mean? Especially when you see like other content creators who like get there like real quick. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh yeah, this is possible. But then it doesn't happen, right? So then you're like, okay, well okay, it's all right. It'll still happen. You like get in this little cycle of like pepping yourself up, like to not like panic, But it's just life. It's just life. It's just, I guess, not about giving up. Regardless. Hype Efficient, welcome back. Oh yeah, Arma Gordon, get a part-time job painting murals for your town. I did send, this is the thing, I am doing this. I did send a proposal to a college using, using the rainbow painting. I emailed it to them as a idea for painting in a library mural. Haven't got anything back though. Yeah, I have tried. But I do keep it coming, you know what I mean? Like, because there could be things that I just have not thought of. You know what I mean? Something's bound to land. It's just, what is that thing? You know? It is a bit funny though. To be a fly on the wall when that guy reads, I'm assuming it's a guy, when that person goes to read that application, to be a fly on the wall. Either way, those words needed to be expressed, so. You're just brainstorming. Oh, I know, that's why I said keep it coming. We'll find something, I'm sure. We'll find something that we haven't thought of yet. We're bound to find something. You graduated recently, Arma Gordon. You're having a hell of a time getting a job in your field. I'm sending you a hug. I did not graduate, so. Many individuals, Pretty Star says, goes through depression, postpartum depression, and psychosis. I had a friend that recovered from depression by doing art. So your art could heal lots of people. If I were you, I'd go advertise these services on Facebook to doula groups. Women networking groups, no harm in trying. Yeah, I've done, see, the only thing with that is a lot of the groups that I'm in, they're like no self-promotion. So it's like, yeah, I know what you mean though. No degree club high five. Yep. Yep. Hey, Polyester Kit. Welcome into the treehouse, dear. Sorry I missed you. But I do think that that's definitely what my classes for Patreon are geared towards. So we do like, we've started doing mini meditations before and after we have our session. Which I think have been super helpful. Because most people just, they don't even take the time to like pause and like reflect, you know what I mean? So like the idea of like even realizing maybe that they feel off might not even be on their radar, you know? But that's alright. Start your own group. I have, actually, if you go to Facebook, it's, what is it? It's under Lady Lunistar, Facebook. But it doesn't usually get that much traction. But I do post on there. Usually about my Patreon content and my classes, normally. But it is something that has, I guess, great potential. Just needs a bit of traction, which we do have quite a few people in Patreon already. But that's where I mostly do it, just because it's easy to connect with people there and stay connected and I have thought about making it a, like, structured, because right now it's kind of free form, because people can come in and have questions, we might need to pause what we're doing and, like, aid somebody, but I've been thinking about doing, like, a structured thing, where, like, almost kind of like you just, like, buy the package, and it's, like, it's all, like, pre-recorded. And then people can, like, do it in their own space, in their own time, and, like, kind of like a one purchase kind of package. Which could still be helpful, but, yeah, that's been on the table, too. But you guys are super helpful. Yeah, they're just iffy. about what you can post. And I get it. I get it. But if you're making a group about aiding people, like, I think you would kind of expect that to happen. You know what I mean? You'd expect people to, like, all get together and, like, share things. So it's kind of interesting. And perhaps somebody else could promote, but I don't think it's for people to promote themselves. Alright, I'm gonna grab some white paint because this has become too dark. And that green isn't gonna stand out anymore. So I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of white paint to this spot here. I do like how this has become more green. But we're just always doing what we can. I have been mostly filling out particular art jobs in the UK because that's kind of where I'm being pointed. So that's mostly where I've been applying for stuff. You found the same thing, polyester kit? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I can share art pieces, because it's like, it's, I can share an art piece as like a photo, but I can't be like, I have classes on, you know, intuitive art. It's just like sharing a photo, but you have to do it in a way that's not, it's actually kind of silly, but oh well. You said I'll be really close to Sarah. Yeah, so I've already talked to Sarah, and I've already talked to her about it. So it'd be pretty exciting. It'd be pretty exciting. In the UK, do you have a British passport? I am from the US, so I have a US passport. Would you still stream if you moved to the UK? Yes, I would still stream. The stream's not going anywhere, guys. Come on. Come on now. The stream has survived a global pandemic. It's not going anywhere. Okay. The stream will always be here. It may evolve and like morph and like change like time. Obviously I think time of day would probably change, but it would still be that's super exciting. Thank goodness the stream's not gonna die. No. First UK, then the world. Right, controller? What cities was I applying in? There was a few in London, a couple in Leeds. There was some in, what was not Manchester. It was, there was one in Liverpool. Won't you need a UK visa? That's the thing. So that's the thing with the visas. From what I saw, you had to know what kind of work you were gonna have to apply for a work visa. And so with me not having like an idea of what kind of job I would have. Like, it's very hard to apply for a visa. Because it's like, I don't know, because it's like creative pursuits would, I don't know if it would, there's particular ones depending on what kind of job. And with the creative stuff, it could be different depending on what the job is, you know what I mean? Glasgow. Sputter. You have internet in the UK? I'm glad you have internet out there. Everyone here acting as if the UK was still in the Neolithic era. I don't think so. No, I don't have a job currently, King. Twitch is still my job. Isle of Man? I saw that on the map. Crash. Do you know something about the Isle of Man that I don't? Oh, that's where you're from? It's too quiet. I'm sure it is. I looked on there and I was like, wow, you'd have to get to a ferry. You'd have to take a ferry. You'd have to take a ferry. You'd have to take a ferry. I was like, it was funny that you say that, because when I saw that on the map, I was like, that's where I want to go, because that's just the kind of person I am. I want to go to the I want to go to the impossible place, the most inconvenient place. I did notice that, because I was looking at ferries and like how much a ferry would cost, and because it's actually cheaper. It's actually much cheaper to fly into somewhere like Sweden and then like take the train or take the bus or take the ferry in to the UK. Much cheaper. Now they're trying Germany. Are they pretty? You probably need the employer to sponsor your visa. That's, yes, pretty stars. Yes, that's true. Go to Belfast? There's a lot of murals. Really, Mahavira? Sweden, you say? Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. See, it's already been looked at. How would I know if I wasn't looking? How would I know if I wasn't looking? I'm not yanking your guys' chains. Like, this is legit what I'm focused on right now. This is a real thing. Hey, Walter, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate you so much. For 9 months. Aw, thank you. But seriously, a new job? No. Not currently. You want me to move to Canada? Semi-affordable housing and free maple syrup? Semi-affordable housing. That's already where I dwell currently. That's already where I'm at. It's just about doing what we can. If you could come to Indiana, we have corn. I'm already from Indiana. We do have a lot of corn. We do have a lot of corn in Indiana. I'll never forget. We had when I was in high school, we had our foreign exchange student from Japan come and stay with us for a year. And she thought because we lived in Indiana, we must have maybe lived in teepees. With all the corn. Boy, did we miss out on an opportunity. But she had been all kinds of places. She had been to, like Australia, and actually stayed with, Aboriginal people. So to her, that was not an abnormal concept to think that maybe there's still Native Americans living in teepees, here in the United States. That wasn't an odd concept for her to think about, because she had experienced something similar in other countries. But she was a bit surprised that we had pretty normal houses, but very big yards. And she adored the Amish people. She adored the Amish people. Corn as high as an elephant's eye. Yeah. What part? I'm from the northeastern part. I'm northern. If my mind gets together, I'd love to move to Canada. Would you, Crash? Really? Awfully specific. Why Canada? Just curious. Why Canada? It's always been interesting, though, because I've always lived in an area where, I guess Amish culture is kind of, it's celebrated, but it's also, commercialized. Because, we have, it's very touristy. It's a touristy, Amish town. Which is kind of funny. So it's yeah, that's how Amish are, sort of. At least in this town, until you get further out. Then they're kind of not like this. Is Indiana like that with Amish folks all over? I don't think so. I think it's because I'm northern Indiana. When I was in central Indiana, I didn't see a whole lot. And I actually lived in central Indiana for a while, and I didn't see that many. You remember going to the Amish village for school trips? I wonder if that was my town. I wonder if that's my town, Hunter. Because we would, yeah, that was what we were known for. I actually do know I know of Warsaw, yeah, Hunter. Bloomington around Christmas is beautiful. You would go jump in a car in a van and just go off and ride on bike trails or go snowboarding? Would you, Crash? I think Canada does have some really nice nature. It's got nature, which is really lovely. Hey Rob, welcome back. Hi Rob. You liked the lights in the Christmas square? Did you, Anna? I liked that in Indianapolis. I always thought Indianapolis was really pretty. With its little circle roundabout. And I always liked the river walk. and they have all the museums and like art galleries like in that little area. So I always enjoyed Indianapolis. I lived really close to Indianapolis when I lived in central Indiana. Did they really sell the Big Amish Village? Oh God. See, I haven't been home in like my hometown for a few years, so there's probably a lot of stuff I just don't know about currently. Did you live in Bloomington as a little kid? Aw. You feel trapped, Crash? You feel trapped on your little island? That's alright. I used to read books a lot. Anytime I felt like I just needed to be somewhere else, I read a lot of books. Read a lot of books. That was really helpful. It's really helpful. Oh, you remember seeing the... Oh, you remember going down to Marion with the Christmas lights on the river? Aw. Just like the mentality of some island life. That reminds me of the Kitaro song. I am the island of your love. The song is called Island of Life by Kitaro. It's a pretty good song. I really do enjoy Kitaro. Like a lot. Like a lot. Like probably more than any one human probably should. Hey, spirit within human form. Welcome in, dear. I'm glad to see you. Did you enjoy California on 2 occasions? I do like Javier. I do like California. It's very pricey. Very pricey, but it has really great weather. If you get the chance, it's got nice nature. It's just good. Oh. You should really try to type up the stuff that's been going on in my hand. At least there would be some sort of record of it. Agreed. I have books and books and books, notepads and notepads and notepads of just stuff. Well, just stuff. Just everything. And under my easel there's like 6... It's like 6 notepads right here. Because I really do write. I really do write a lot. You thought it was Thursday? It's Wednesday. Did you think it was Thursday? Oh, I bet you probably thought it was Thursday because we're here later at night and it's not Thursday, it's Wednesday. Maybe that's why. What an eye-appealing painting. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that compliment, dear. You wish that you could do that? Oh, you mean just write down books and books and books of things? You can always make sense of it later, or find something to do with it later. Or you don't even have to do anything with it. You can just enjoy that it was what it was. You can just enjoy it for what it has been. Just going in and putting some green into our painting. To our little planet. Our little Earth planet. I did have to put white paint back down on it because it just got way too... it got way too dark. Oh, that's okay though. Sometimes you live and you learn. The weather was exceptional for you on a cloud on sky, but it was quite hot outside. It does keep very warm there. Yeah. That's the only thing. You best enjoy warm. So I don't keep a dream journal. I have an app on my phone. So I used to have a actual journal. But when I would wake up, it would be time consuming to hunt down a journal and then a pen and then turn on a light so that I can write. So for me, a phone app was much easier. It's just turn on the app, type it up, go back to sleep. Much easier. Much easier. I do feel like I want to put some more green, like dark green up here. Just to fill back in some of the tree that got a bit warped in our other painting. What app? It's just a notepad app. I think it's called Moon Diary. Because that's just how I work. It's literally an app that has notes. It's just an app with a notepad. But it's called Moon Diary, so that's the reason why I got it. Because it's Luna, the moon, Diana. I mean, it'd be kind of wrong if I didn't pick it because it's called Moon Diary. That would be the wrong part. But it's real simple. It's nothing major. It's really easy to use. It's literally just an app for notes. But it keeps them for a long time. Like, I have notes in there that are like 2 years old. So it'll keep all the notes. Of course, this is Moon Diary. Yep. That's what it's called. It's called Moon Diary. You want to hug Rob? Aw, of course you can. What's that pun? You did a thing called Live Journal years ago, but you found yourself deleting stuff because you didn't want to have it as a record? Really? You just said you wanted to write down all your stuff. Now you're saying you don't. You just want a hug. Are you getting the vaccine on Friday? Aw, good luck to you, Rob. Spirit's gonna give you a hug too. Spirit's gonna give you a hug too. So I'm just adding in some of our shape back in, because we did lose a bit of it when we were putting some of our swirl, our little vortex. We did lose some tree in that process, so I'm just putting some of it back in here. So I'm just taking this little dark green and putting some color back in. And just placing some of it in this other space as well, just to make it kind of feel like it fits together. So I get a bit more organic shapes into our tree. We can do a singing bowl too. Let's do the big one though. Let's do our big one. Aw, hunt you down. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you for those gift subs. I appreciate that very much, dear. You do like the big one? You want me to do it like this? Thank you, hunt you down. You're so sweet, hon. I appreciate those gift subs. It does sound awfully nice. What's really funny is the cat was in here the other day, climbing my cat tower. So this is a cat tower. The singing bowls sit on top of the cat tree. So this is my cat tree. And the cats were playing on it the other day. They got a little bit too excited. Completely knocked over everything. They knocked down my crystal. My rose quartz crystal. They knocked that on the floor. Which is heavy. This thing's heavy. And, they knocked the singing bowl over too. So, they knocked that on the floor too. And it was hilarious because when they did that, like, the bowl reverberated so much and so loud that they actually ran out of the room. Because it had terrified them. They're like, what is that thing? It's making all kinds of weird noises. You never noticed it was a cat tree? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's where Lou used to hang out. That's where Lou used to hang out. She used to hang out there with us. Spend some time with us. When she was able to. Did I paint those? What do you mean, spaghetti? You mean the painting? Not sure what you mean. What chakra does it resonate with? I'm actually not sure. Is there one in particular that it seemed to work for you with? Because when I bought it, it didn't specify. Like, no one specified this one's for, you know, this and this one's for that. That was never a thing that was specified to me. You know? But I would assume that if it aided a chakra in particular, then that would be the one. That would be the one. Yeah, the paintings. Yep. Yep. I've done all the paintings, especially behind my head. Yeah. Are those extraterrestrials on the painting? Could be Mahavira. Is that what it looks like? You were getting a solar plexus vibe? Definitely could be the case. Definitely could be the case. Definitely could be the case. Hard to say. Yeah, it just was sold as a singing bowl. It wasn't marketed as like singing bowl for like the throat chakra or a singing bowl for like the third eye, or you know, it wasn't that's not how it was sold. So it could be for any of them, I guess. See, for me, that always made me feel more grounded. That big bowl did. So, and I think it could be multiple things, honestly. Hard saying. I think if you really want it to work, it'll do whatever it needs to, you know, to work. Yeah, you know. I think whatever you need, you'll find a way to get. Can be that easy. Hey Roger, welcome in. Hiya shiny, happy painty people, unconventional people today. That's what we are. Welcome in, Roger. Or heart chakra. It could definitely be heart chakra. You like the colors? Thank you. I'm glad you like the colors. I'm glad you like the colors. Right now I'm just making my tree feel a bit different. Have a few different shapes here and there. Make them a little less predictable. A little less predictable. I'm adding different colors in here too. Getting in some dark spaces really helps define the tree shape a bit. Makes it less, I guess, one-dimensional when we have multiple places with some shadow. Plus I got a lot of this green sitting around, so this is good. This is good for our painting. Just kind of going in as we see fit. Making sure to make our dark spaces right where all the branches kind of poke through. Helps everything be a bit more blended. See things fit. I definitely feel like this title is very fitting for the painting. Unconventional work takes unconventional people. Unconventional work takes unconventional people. Let's add some dark into this far tree here. And things will start feeling a bit better to our space. Maybe that'll be a song that we make. Unconventional people. It's gonna be a theme for like everything, I feel. Oof. I already see it now. I do tend to do that, though, and maybe other people are like this too, where like, how do I say this? So usually when I start making a shape, if I'm too focused in on it, it'll become a mathematical shape and not a very organic shape. Like, I tend to find that trees, if I'm not careful, will turn into circles. If I'm not careful, I'm not really paying attention to it. It's the same thing with clouds. Clouds for me can end up being square. I don't know why. But trees will look like circles if I'm not careful. And clouds can look like squares. Because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna spread out this shape to make it have unique features. But if I'm not careful and I just get in that pattern, I'll actually fix it to be like a set shape. It's actually really funny. It's actually really funny. Tried practicing Reiki as a side hustle. Oh, yeah. So that's kind of what my Patreon is for. Is that kind of content is what Patreon's for. The trees do look like circles after you cut them down, ironically, Roger. You think it's relatable? Nord? I think that must be just like a process that the brain has. Like, the brain is just like, oh, I'm gonna go into like pattern making mode. And so then even if you're trying to make an organic shape, a pattern wants to come through. You think the vortex in the middle represents a black hole with a spin that's dragging time and space? You think so? That's quite dark. That's quite a dark theme for our painting. Organic shapes are more mathematical than we think. Beneficent, yeah. Fractals. I see where you're going. I see where you're going with fractals. Yep. Yeah, I know. I know. You thought it was a portal for UFOs? It's leading into... This is planet Earth. Remember, we're changing the story. This is planet Earth. We're changing the story. We thought that's what it was. Until I changed the story. I do need this to be brighter though, so I'm laying down another layer of white. We're doing this over. You remember now? Do you remember? Because everyone was like, I don't want to be on Earth anymore. They must be leaving. So now I'm like putting planet Earth down in the center of the it's actually a cosmic donut. This is actually a cosmic donut. Right? It's actually a cosmic donut. Oh, you're on your phone with the tiny screen. Yeah, sorry. I wish I could get the art closer, but we can't. It could be Einstein's Rosen Bridge as well. You think, Mahavira? Maybe. Maybe. Donuts. Yes. It's been fantastic. It's been fantastic. We are going to put a bit more of some blue down. One versus one with Bob Ross. I bet on you. Thanks, John. I'm just going to put these little extra little shapes down here. This little dome. There are no rules. These can be any shape. They can be any shape that we want. Doesn't matter. Any shape. Which is kind of fun. I think I'll let the center dry though before I get too much further. Because I want this to get really, really light so that the colors shine through a bit better. I'll put another layer on it though, so it becomes white. You've gotten into acrylic painting, blue water, have you? Oh, you're painting the Northern Lights? Oh my gosh. You'll have to share that. I want to see it. You'll have to share. I want to see it. Unconventional people. Hi, Treehouse. Hey, Plenty of Pisces. Welcome back in, dear. How are you doing today? That's something that I always wanted to do. Is paint the northern lights. Actually, I always wanted to see the northern lights, was really what I wanted. I always thought that would be really awesome. But the other thing I really always wanted to do was, I always thought it'd be super cool to be basically stargazing on a boat. That would be cool. Because essentially, you get to see the shiny stars, as well as all the light reflections off the water. So it's almost like being in space. Except you're not in space. Except it feels like space. That's what I always wanted. Send me stargazing on a boat. So we can pretend like we're in space. Come on, that's a good idea. That's clever. Right? You really like the painting? Thank you, Glyph. I'm glad you like the painting, dear. Did you tag me, Blue Water? Thank you. I'll be sure to look at it. I'll be sure to look at it when we're done. I will be sure to look at it when we're done. Do you want to go there? Oh, was it igloos? Hey, Holy Smokes, welcome back. There are igloo hotels in Iceland where you rent a room with a glass roof. You can watch the northern lights from inside there. That's what I need to do. Those figures reminds you of the elves, John? Really? When they were starting a journey through the elven forest, do you feel? Maybe because these are cloaked people. You want to actually live there? I don't know if I could handle cold like that cold, like 24/7. I am quite fond of the sun. I am quite fond of the sun and the warmth that it brings. So I don't know if I could handle... I don't know if I could quite handle that. Not quite, anyway. I don't think so. That might be a bit much for me. It's okay though. So I am going to put a little bit more white down on this space. Another layer. And this will allow us a nice clean slate to try again with our green and our blue. Did we get a raid? EOF, hey! Welcome to the treehouse, guys. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I'm Lady Lunastar. I do intuitive painting on Twitch. Today, we are painting something mysterious. We're painting something mysterious. Thank you for the follows, guys. So this painting is called Unconventional People. Interpret it as you will. Welcome in. Thank you, Mrs., for bringing your family. I appreciate you so very much. How was your stream? Did you do more acrylic pours? let us know. A long time no see. Hey Zoe, welcome back in, dear. You came in during the raid. Melts, it's you. Hi. You did a 6-foot canvas in a single pour. Wow, that's a lot of paint. That's a lot of paint. That's a lot of paint. In a single pour. What colors did you pour? You had a nice time together. That's so sweet. So I know Mrs. does acrylic pours mostly. I think I've seen her put crystals and like gemstones in her pours as well. And they definitely have a very magical, otherworldly feel. So feel free to check out Mrs. and her own stream as well. Thank you for sending you to a raid with Kalina, Roger. You're enjoying that channel a lot. Kalina is so nice. Kalina's so nice. I'm glad you enjoy her. She's great. She's great. You're gonna grab foods. Thank you, Mrs. I appreciate you. And welcome in everybody from Mrs. Like I said, I do intuitive art, so a lot of the time we won't have any concept of what we're doing, where we're going, or what something's gonna look like. We normally don't have any idea, so it's kind of fun because you can just kind of see things formulate kind of haphazardly. But that can be the fun part. So thank you guys for those follows. I appreciate you. I did lay down a layer of white because we're gonna put planet Earth in the center here. We had put objects in the sky and our little donut, cosmic donut here in as well. So it's a very abstract piece, but it's very fun. So, but we are working on this one. This one I'm actually going to put away for a minute though, because I have another one that we're working on too. And I need to let this white dry before I move on. I need to let the white dry. So, we'll come back to this one. We'll come back to this one. So this one this is a commission piece that we've been doing that too. This one's very dark, so it's a little bit hard to see. But we have some lightning. We have some brain matter. We have a little cosmic egg or eyeball. And a black bird, which we're calling Thunderbird. So it's a Thunderbird. So I need to make the bird darker before I do much of anything else with the painting. So much kind of like the other one, I'm just kind of placing color down and waiting for it to dry so I can continue. But I technically have 5 canvases right now that we're working on. You like the look of the people in this scene, do you, babies? They are really nice. I think everybody looks and feels different in that one, which is kind of nice. And I enjoy that some of them are a bit ambiguous. Like they're just ambiguous. They're ambiguous shapes. So really you can interpret them to be whatever or whoever you maybe need them to be, you know, because they're just so ambiguous, which is helpful when it's something like interpreting what an art piece means. Then you can actually place yourself in that space because it's easy to do. It's easy to do. But we're gonna make this bird all black. So they're gonna be this bird's gonna be the darkest thing on the canvas. So we're just gonna go in Put this down. Make him as dark as possible. I don't really want any color showing through behind him. Is that another raid? Steph streams art. Hey, Steph. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hi. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. Welcome in. I'm Lady Lunastar. I do intuitive painting on Twitch. Most of the time that means I have no clue what I'm making, and neither do you. We just have fun and see what happens. If you want to share what you've been working on, how your stream went, maybe why you stream on Twitch, we would like to get to know you. So feel free to say hi. Thank you very much. Because unconventional work requires unconventional people. That's not going to go away anytime soon, I feel. That statement, that's definitely staying. Welcome in, dear. Feel free to share. We'll leave the floor to you to say hi. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue to make my bird a bit darker. He's a Thunderbird, so we will be putting unique shapes and patterns on him, because if you've ever seen images of a Thunderbird, they have interesting patterns on them. So it should be fun to see. Have a good stream. Aw, thanks, Steph. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good time. Appreciate the raid. But the Thunderbirds do have interesting patterns, which is something I really want to embrace in this painting. Which we can do because there are no rules, right? We can let ourselves do that. I do want to make his tail a bit bigger. So let's do that first. I'm just gonna brush some nice strokes here. I am gonna break up how straight all the lines are. Just because he's a bird, he's supposed to have like feathers and an undercoat of fur. He's not supposed to be like really straight, like straight lines. He's supposed to be organic, right? Everything needs to be organic. Hey Pumpkin, welcome back in, dear. Late night painting, I see. Yes, late night painting. I know we don't normally stream this late at night, but I wanted to today. Because I know we're usually on late anyway. So I did think that having us be on later is just kind of our thing, honestly. Just going back in and doing little tiny brush strokes. See the difference between straight up here is straight, and down below we have those little broken brush strokes. That's the difference. He's supposed to have broken lines in him. Thank you, Pumpkin. You're so kind. But we'll make some little brush strokes here for this arm. It is kind of hard to see though. So I'll bring it closer. My old eyes can't see. Can you see if I hold it right here? Yeah, you can. A little bit. This will also allow for some really cool patterns and shapes. It also makes his wings a bit thicker too. Which is nice for what we're getting, what we're focused on. I am gonna make his eye a very light, bright color, so I'm gonna put that white in there now while I have white on my palette. You like the mystery of it? I know, Laura. Yeah, I can never seem to... You get a lot more of the detail when we get closer, and even then, the camera, there's so much the camera does not catch. Just because there's a lot going on. So, I don't know, maybe we'll update our camera too. Maybe we'll update our camera too. Maybe that should be a goal. I can see better. I need to be able to see better. I'll put his eyeball down. So that's his eyeball. Hey, Quitcus. Welcome into the treehouse. You like the mystery? It is very mysterious. I do feel like I'm gonna eventually have like a blue glow around him. So I'm actually gonna use this blue and mix it with the white. A tiny bit of white. And I'm gonna just go around his outline and kind of have this etheric highlight around him so he will pop forward a bit more. I'm gonna do it really light and I'm gonna water it down a lot so it barely shows up. You'll see it pretty heavily at first, but then you won't because it'll dry. So we're just gonna keep doing this part here. He's gonna have this nice blue etheric glow about him. We just want to make him magical. He's a magical bird. He doesn't have to be... He's not a normal bird, so it's okay if he emits a magical glow. It's okay. He's a magical bird. Everything is fine. Were you lurking for a little bit in the background? That's alright. Lurks are appreciated. Lurks are appreciated. This is gonna be helpful though when we get down to like the... Yeah, this looks cool already. So you can see the difference that little bit of highlighting did. And just imagine how much more of a difference it would make when we keep doing it. So, he's definitely getting further. We'll just keep going here. His little magical bird self. Ooh, it does get kind of hard to see some of this though, because it's all dark. It's all dark. But the Thunderbird, we were talking about the legend of the Thunderbird last time we had this painting out. And the Thunderbird is Native American and Mesoamerican, I believe. I believe Mesoamerican as well. I think we were saying last time he is a symbol for good luck and blessing. And that, what did we say last time? That people that were theorized to have been struck by lightning apparently became shamans and were secretly blessed by the Thunderbird if they survived. And so then we looked at images of what the survival scars looked like of that, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Quoth the raven. I guess right now it kind of does look like a raven. It will look like a Thunderbird when we get further. It'll look like a Thunderbird when we get further. But for now, this is what he looks like. I think I might just have the glowing parts around maybe the bottom of him. That seems to be good enough. Because it does seem like the top half is already standing out pretty well. So maybe just the bottom half would be good enough for this. That's alright. We'll keep putting some colors and shapes down and see what we can find in this space. I was half expecting our other song to be playing. Because I have a tank drum song with like rain and thunder. That would have been perfect for this painting. The tank drum song where it's like, you hear the thunder rolling. I am gonna bring some lines up in through his space a little bit. So I am bringing some of this up in through his wings. Just a tiny bit on this side. We have these little lines here. Making that stand out a bit more. He's looking pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely one of my favorites. Maybe I'll be blessed by the Thunderbird just by painting him. Is that possible? Do you think that's possible? Do you think he'll bless me without electrocuting me? Is that a possibility? Do you think we have a good chance at that? Dear Thunderbird, must you be electrocuted to obtain your blessing? That's what I need to know. Thank you. Love, Lady Lunistar. I want to know how your contracts work. How do your contracts of blessings work? Is that like a phoenix, except with thunder, Mr. Hinkles? So the Thunderbird, I'll look it up for those of you who do not know what I'm talking about. We were talking about Thunderbird last time. It's a Native American, and I think the Mesoamericans are the same way with it. It's like a legendary bird, considered a supernatural being. Depicted in lots of art, stories, and songs. So Thunderbird mythology. Let me see if I can read this. Basically, I think he blesses people with his lightning and thunder. So if you heard thunder and lightning, he was on the way. Maybe he'll do both, Stink. You're just gonna get both. You have to deal with both. It's quite a fabulous Thunderbird. I know. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. And you gotta remember, I looked at a reference for like 30 seconds. Like, that did not take us long to get that bird down. Let's skip the electrocution. I could lend you a tens machine instead. Rubs feet on the carpet. You're blessed. Yeah. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna rub her feet on the carpet. This is gonna be a new thing. Blessed by the Thunderbird. And then you tap the person next to you. Hey, Skull Kid, welcome in, dear. I like that, Beneficent. Thank you for sharing. That was perfect. That was perfect. Oh my gosh. So perfect. Hi, welcome in. How are you feeling today, Skull Kid? I do feel like I want to add a bit more white into this space here too. Just a tiny bit, so I'm going to wipe off my brush. Grab a little bit of this white. And I have all these little details here on this little space, these little wiggly lines, so I'm going to add a bit more white so that stands out more. There we go. So this is going to help with more definition and contrast. How are you? I'm doing really well, Skull Kid. Thanks for asking, dear. Hi Hibbs. Welcome in. Thank you for your compliment. Glad to have you. I'm much better today than I was. And that I have been for a while. Tell you the truth. Much better. Been working on this one. This is the latest commission piece, so And this one has gone pretty quick, I feel. So I feel like the more that I do this, definitely the faster I get. Which I guess naturally is going to be a thing, so like, congratulations, I guess. But I do see that as kind of a good thing too, because that means I can actually have more slots for commissions than what I had before. Because it used to take me so long that, like, I could only have so many slots. But with this progress moving a lot faster, it looks like an option now. Maybe look better. I'd really like to be like a pro photographer. I feel like when you do like I feel like when you're like, I guess like a social media, when you have like a social media presence, I feel like you kind of have to be like an expert of so many things. Like, you have to be an expert at like taking photos and like making posts and, my god, so many different things, which can be a bit overwhelming. But I feel like for me, like, what I would really like to just be able to be better at is taking photos of my art, because like I feel like the photos never do it justice. And it's like, well, even the camera, even you guys just like sitting here like watching me do it. Like, I'm sitting here looking at my painting, like in accordance with the camera, and I'm like, it doesn't, not even a comparison. Like, you guys are missing so much stuff, so I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey Shaw, Sculpts, welcome in. It's quite an interesting painting. Yes, so this is basically I did a meditation, and I got this image without the bird. And it was a lightning bolt tornado with a cosmic egg in the center. And after I sat with that for a while, I felt like a bird, specifically the Thunderbird, wanted to come in. So then we put the Thunderbird in. And then we got this pattern down here, which is like really wavy and blue, and I was painting this part in particular, and I was like, what even is this? What even is this? Like, what am I painting right now? Which is often how I feel 99.9% of the time when I'm painting. 99.9% of the time, I have no idea what I'm painting. So, I was just hanging out with a friend and working on this painting. I look down and I'm like, what am I even painting? And I got the word brain. So I feel like this is a brain. Or a little brain matter. It's brain matter. We don't know if the owner of the brain has survived or not. I mean, it looks awfully segmented, so who knows? Are you a writer and a film critic, Hibbs? But you can find your own community and live sustainably. Is that an eye? It does look like an eye, doesn't it? Thank you, Doom, for your Prime subscription. That helps me so much, hon. You don't even know. Thank you. Hi, welcome back. A third eye, maybe? It does kind of look like a third eye. That's what we were saying. And it can definitely be interpreted, which is the beautiful thing. So, like, It's funny because I showed my grandma this painting. And she does not watch the stream, right? Like, she does not watch the stream. But I just showed it to her. And she was like, sitting there looking at it. And she's like, you know what comes to my mind when I look at this? The mind's eye, is what she said. The mind's eye. So I think overall the intention comes through. Now, whether or not how direct you want to be interpreting that can be to each individual person, but I do feel like overall the intention gets through, you know, which is pretty cool. Even to my grandma, who like just like looks at it really quick. I was like, you're really close. You don't know how accurate you are. It looks like an orb. That's the thing too, because it does have, so like the orb, we can see I have the lightning coming down here, right? And then it actually comes into the orb. So we can see in the background, there's those bolts of lightning are still coming straight down. And then it's got blue-green in here. It's like an iris. And then this dark spot here. So it is kind of like an orb. If that was the cover of a music album or book, you would have to scratch the surface, would you? I think because you told us that you saw this in your meditation, I can't unsee that. That's alright, Doom. There's nothing wrong with that. There's really no wrong way to interpret it. You're getting Zillaverse? What's Zillaverse, Beneficent? Not physically scratch? I'll do it for you. To scratch the surface of meaning, you mean? Like you'd have to like dive into it really far. What does it mean? What does it mean? We don't know. It could mean whatever you want it to. Beneficent says it reminds me of some sort of closing. Like rubbing your eyes and watching the inside of my eyelids. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Yeah. 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 I get it. I get it. Where's the Thunderbird? Where's the Thunderbird in that? So I guess meditation is still fits because, well, when I meditate anyway, because I do like to see things when I meditate, so I like to close my eyes. Yeah, I guess you'd have to close your eyes to see the Thunderbird in your meditation if that's what you were doing. You think it's a big bird being struck by lightning? He could be close to being struck by lightning, we don't know. He controls the lightning, maybe. The space egg could be the egg holding King Gyroda, hence the lightning. Gyroda? Who's Gyroda? Or Ghidorah? Ghidorah? How many times did I butcher the name? Alright, chat. How many times? 2 times? 3 times? 4 times? How many times did I butcher the name? If I do it long enough, sometimes shapes appear. That's true. He's the Hydra in the Godzilla Monsterverse. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm caught up now. Should we make his eye like, here's what I really want to do. I really want to start adding some splatter already to this, and this is when we start making a mess. Did I mispronounce it a million times? Probably. Traveled back in time just to repeat the same mistake over again. Infinite amount of times, just for the sake of doing it. It's the three-headed dragon, isn't it, Minty? It could have been one of the heads of the three-headed dragon, because we did say this was a brain. So maybe somebody was fighting the three-headed dragon, cut their head off, which explains why there's severed brain matter, right? And then the eyes just happens to be floating. The eye is still connected, somehow. I don't know, things could get crazy really fast. Oh, is it an eye? That's what it looks like. I was saying the original meditation was a cosmic egg. That's the original. The original concept was a cosmic egg. That was the original. Now, is it staying that way? It's up for grabs. Just because that was the original meaning doesn't mean that it's gonna stay that way. So, it could be anything. Could be anything. Does sort of look like a fish egg. Or like maybe a frog egg. Maybe a reptilian egg, like a dinosaur, or I don't know why I said dinosaur when I meant dragon. I guess dragons could be dinosaurs and dinosaurs could be dragons, and it's alright. It's alright. It could all be the same thing. It could all be the same thing. We don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing. We don't know. Which could drive some people crazy. A dinosaur fusion of the two. Thank you. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to grab a fan brush. And I'm going to make a mess. So I'm going to do some flicking. Gonna make a mess with our fingers. Woot. You won't be able to see it until I bring it closer, but I'm making a mess. I'm just flicking the paint to get little tiny splatters. We're trying all kinds of new things. For those of us that are not already crazy, that's not too big of an issue, Doom. You don't think so? I think everybody's a little bit crazy. I think everybody's a little bit crazy. And if they're trying to convince people that they're not, that's the crazy part. If they're trying to convince people they're not, that's the crazy part. Do I want to do it over the whole thing? I don't think so. I think I would just want to keep it near the bottom. I can always change my mind later, but I think I want to keep this near the bottom of the canvas. Alright. I'm going to keep it at the bottom of the canvas. Hail to the crazy peeps! Yeah. Yep. The unconventional people. So when you use the gong, is it loud? Or is it more of a soothing sound? I've only ever seen them on TV shows when they're big and it's more of a ceremonial event that needs to be kind of loud. So this one it doesn't reverberate very loud because it's small. It also doesn't reverberate very long. So you could use it. It wouldn't be too loud. You're saying you're not crazy, Emma? I think that's the crazy part. Is it crazy to think about sassafras? Saving the points then for it when we do. Okay. Okay. So I did put some splatter at the bottom. If you can see. See, it's just stuff you don't see. It's just stuff you can't see. Should the Thunderbird have some friends? I just thought about the Thunderbird maybe having some friends. Do Thunderbirds travel in packs? Does anybody know? I guess they can now. Birds of a feather fly together. Not sure where that came from, but it did. So we just embraced it. Thunder packs? Like Thundercats? I like the Thunder packs idea. Yeah. Thunderbirds are go! Yes. You think that you've already gotten really good at convincing people that you're not crazy? Maybe they just quit fighting with you. Maybe you're like me and people just stop arguing with you now. Because it's just easier. Wasn't it Thundercats ho? Thundercats. Ho. I actually never really watched Thundercats. Here's the truth. I only ever watched some Thundercats. Only because... Only is a very strong statement. Only because... Sailor Moon came on right after Thundercats. That's the only reason. So I'd always watch like the end of Thundercats. You'll never know. Probably not. You probably won't know. That's okay though, Doom. Your first crush was Chitara. Aww. Aww. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Kind of going back in and highlighting our lightning so it looks a little bit more vibrant. At least parts of it can be more vibrant. The only thing you know about Thundercats is when the sword got extended. So yeah, you know more than me. You know more than me. The painting today looks like an eye of Pandora from Thundercats. Give me sight beyond sight. No way. I believe you, Sassafrats. What is it called? Pandora? The Eye of Pandora? Is that what we're gonna name the painting? So really, this should have been a cat. So, so what we need now is the Thundercat to chase the Thunderbird. That's what I'm picking up right now. So we need a Thundercat down here to chase the Thunderbird. This could really get out of hand quite fast. I don't think Invader is here today. This is his commission painting. I don't know if we could convince him. Ooh. That would be funny though. Like, I would be all for that. We could put a secret cat in. You know what? We should do that. That's what we should do. Make it a secret. Where's my glow-in-the-dark paint? He'll never know, because he's not here. He'll never know, but we will know. It's his painting, it's his commission painting, but he doesn't have any clue, because he's not here. Where's my glow-in-the-dark paint? The thing is, I know when he saw that, that would be like a magical moment. That would be a magical moment. Where's my glow-in-the-dark paint? Where's my tube? Oh, here it is. I found it. Nope, it's right here. Nope, we got it. You guys ready? What's the symbol for Thundercats? Thundercat symbol. Let's look at this really quick. The thing is, because I could always change it just ever so slightly. Oh, it's like a panther, like, or a jaguar. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna change it. I don't want to make it an exact replica, but I am gonna change it a bit. All right, let me put this glow-in-the-dark paint down. What the fun part is that this is gonna be a secret, so they won't know that it's there unless they really look, or they have a particular colored light. Then it will stand out, and they'll be like, "What the F is that?" It's the Thundercats. We'll see if he catches up on stream and like watches. We'll see if he catches up on stream. We'll see if he watches stream when he's like not here. This is too good. This is too good to pass up. It's just too good to pass up. You can't not do that. To tell you the truth. Where's the images? Oh, did I move it? Hold on. Let's try again. Oh, symbol. I wanted this symbol. Okay, I am gonna simplify it though. Just because I want to make it small. I don't want it to get too crazy. So I'll put it... I wanted to put it here. Let's just put it there. Let's just put it here. We'll just put a little bit down. You won't be able to see any of this, which is kind of a bummer. But we'll know it's there. You know, we'll know it's there. But it is kind of hard to see it. It's hard to see it. Some of it will stand out a bit more, but not really. I'm just drawing the outline shape right now. As basic as possible. I'm not getting too overwhelmed with it. I can't wait to like see his face. If he like ever sees this, you know what I mean? Like, what the F? Pretty funny. Pretty funny. So we pull it around the corner like this. Give a little bloop nose. Then comes curve it up just a tiny bit. Curve it up just a tiny bit. See what else we can get in here. Loop down a little ear. Got a little space for an ear here. And then we just come down and do a nice curve. Alright, that should be the basic shape. Now I can go in and add things like an eye, which sits right about here. And it has a nice little taper on it. So let's fill this spot in for the eye. Alright, I'll let that dry because I don't know how much of that is gonna stand out. But I'll let it dry. I'll work on it later with different lighting because it'll be easier when I have a blue light on to paint it because I can actually see what I'm looking at. That should be your signature. Each painting should have a hidden element. That's what we do, Laura. That's what we do. Yes, glowy. Yeah, we use glow-in-the-dark paint. So like almost every painting has secret elements in it in the glow-in-the-dark paint. So like a lot of the time a painting will have one story in like normal lighting. And then when you turn on like, let's say a blue light, so I have like this blue galaxy light. If you turn it on and then you look at your painting with that on, you normally see things like numbers, runes, symbols, people. Like I've put secret people in people's paintings. I've put people in secret light people in paintings. I've put like animals, like I guess you'd call it spirit animals in people's paintings that are hidden, that you wouldn't know were in there until you put the painting under a particular light. I've also put constellations, like star constellations. But again, you wouldn't know until you turned it off and look. So like, if we look now, we can't really see it because it blends in. But if we were to turn on the light, parts of it would be extra illuminated because it's a glow-in-the-dark paint, and we could go in there and really address it. But it's not, that's why I don't mind putting it in here, because it's not egregious. It doesn't like distract from the painting. It actually enhances the painting. Especially if you don't know it's there and then you go to like put a different light on and you're like, what? It's pretty fun. I've had people get a commission painting from me before, and then they're like telling me, well, I haven't got a blue light yet, but I almost have my blue light ready. Because they want to know what's in there. But it is fun. It's probably one of my favorite things with what I do. Because they can have two totally different stories. So like, I'll show you an example. Let's turn on a blue light while we're here. There's no sense in talking about it if I can't show you an example. I suppose, right? I suppose? Can we do this? Let me see. Let's see if we can do this. Do you guys want to see an example? Because I actually have one. That would be a pretty decent example. Although I'm wondering where that cord went. Oh, here it is. I found it. We're doing it. I'll show you an example of a giant. I have a giant painting that actually is behind me. So that silver mandala behind us, that's the one I'm going to show you. All right, let's turn on our blue light. Oh God. Oh, that's really bright. See, I'd have to do multiple layers of that glow-in-the-dark paint for this one to show up. It's okay though. You can see it a tiny bit. Anyway, I'll show you a full example. Can you see it? Oh, a tiny bit. This one's a bad one. I'd have to do it like 5 times to build it, but I'll show you beforehand. So here, this should be a good example, because this one I painted a long time ago. Okay, let's turn off the blue light, actually. So here it is without blue light. Okay. Here it is without blue light. Alright, everyone get a good look at it. Pretty simple. Sort of. Lots of mandalas. Our little Stargate. Our little shooting out into space. Our little planet with the rings. Lots of other little planets. Little galaxy dust. Clusters. Alright. Everyone got a good look at it? I'll turn off the light. Actually, I have to turn on the blue light first, because otherwise I'll be stumbling like a fool in the dark. So let's turn on this. I'll put it up here like this, and then I'll go turn out the light. Okay. So even in regular dark light, you can't see it. You have to have the blue light. So then you turn on the blue light. And then all of a sudden, this is not a very good example. This blue light's not the greatest. But you can see this little infinity. And you can see there's this little constellation here. You might not be able to see. This painting might be too hard. with the camera. I can see it clearly. The camera might struggle. And we have another one here, another constellation here. Right? So I think you guys can definitely see the infinity though. But you could not see it at all until that came up. Maybe if I move it closer, you can see. Oh, there we go. See the difference? Look. Gone. Hey, El Burrito. Visible. See the difference? And the constellation right here? Gone. Now it's visible. And this one up in the corner. This one here. Visible. And gone. All of it's gone. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. That's kind of what I do. So it does have a different story. It does have a different story. So that's most likely what we'll do with that one too. Hey Miss Keisha, welcome into the treehouse. And that's just one example. Like I can't even tell you how many different art pieces I have that do that kind of thing. But like this one that I did, which image was it? Oh yeah, it was this one. So this one was a commission piece. Sorry, this one. Cameras are hard. And there's a dark space next to the moon. So like the moon is like up in the corner, right? And then you look down below the moon, there's that dark patch. There's secret people there. And then there's also a secret up in the black patch at the top corner. With this painting in particular, there's also extra hidden secrets next to the lotus as well. So this one has lots of different secrets in it. So that's been like a fun thing that we've done. I'm sitting here thinking about all the other ones that we've done like that, but it's been a lot. But that's why I'm kind of like not afraid to like do that with this one, because you literally cannot see it until you put it under a special light, which is kind of fun, honestly. Kind of fun. You like the hidden message? Mm-hmm. So it's like a message within a message within a message within a message. Which is why it's so ambiguous, which is why when people are like, what does it mean? I'm like, I'm kind of like, where do I start? Like, how do you want me to even begin to explain what I do? Like, I don't even know. I can't explain what I do because I don't know what I do. I just create. And it makes it's really hard to interpret. You know? But it's always been fun to have those and do that type of work. I can't remember how that first came about. I feel like that was randomly inspired. Like, I don't think anybody really, because that never used to be a thing. But that did become our thing, like, pretty quickly. Like, I don't think there was that many paintings where I didn't do it. I think once we... okay. I think once the treehouse moved up to the attic of the home, that was when we started doing glow-in-the-dark features. And I think we did that because... gosh. Because I would have a blue light on while painting. We had a blue light on while we painted. That's why. People would be like, how can you paint when there's a blue light on? How do you know what you're painting? How do you see what you're doing? I don't understand what's going on. How do you know what color it is? All very valid questions. All very valid questions. Just not anything that I was overly concerned about. But it was fun. It was fun to find just our own way of doing things, you know? It's always been enjoyable. And that's always been a feature that I think has kind of just made people a bit excited. You know, because sometimes you do want, like, something special in your painting, but it might not, it might feel like it might not belong, at least aesthetically, with what has already come through. So you do have a little bit of leeway with, you know, adding something of your own in there, at least through that doorway. But it's always been an enjoyment and a lot of fun to do those. I feel like the paintings are just something that keeps on evolving, keeps growing, expanding, like showing new things. Like sometimes, yeah, I will keep a painting for sometimes I will keep a painting for months. But that's usually because there's something else that I'm waiting for to like work with, you know what I mean? But I haven't narrowed down what that is, so I'm gonna keep it until I feel like it's done. So yeah, sometimes I do hold it for months. I held your painting for ransom for months. And you're like, when do I get it? And I'm like, when I'm done. But then it becomes full-fledged and really great and awesome, and you're just like, oh my god, I love it so much. Hey Lola. Welcome in, hon. Thank you for your 3-month subscription. I appreciate you so much, hon. Lots of love. And thank you, Nick, for your follow. Welcome into the treehouse. I haven't had anybody really... I think people who get a commission from me, like, they get it. They get why they've asked me to do a commission. I have yet to have anybody be like really like grossly demanding and like like rush me. I haven't had anybody rush me, which is nice. But I'm also very straightforward, like, hey, this is how my commissions work. If you don't like it, then I'm not your artist. Like, if you don't like it, then I'm just not your artist. So I think that helps a lot. I think that helps a lot. But I kind of like the mystery too. I think other people do also appreciate the mystery in seeing, like, what could come out? What could this create? What could possibly come from this canvas? What? Always interesting to see. Hey, Johnny Blue, welcome to the treehouse, dear. So I'm just going in now and highlighting all of our lightning so it stands out a bit more. I do want to put more green in this painting though too, so that's going to be something that we're focused on, is putting more green. And I will add larger, like, specks, I guess, splatter. I'll add larger spots of splatter, I feel. But until then, we're on a duty to finish our lightning. We can't jump ship yet. We need to stay the course. I do think I need to take a pair of scissors to my brushes though. These are cheap brushes, so like some of these bristles are longer than the others. So I have to like really watch it and be careful. I'm probably gonna get a message on Discord from like Invader about his painting. He's probably gonna be like, did you really just do that? I don't know if he watches the stream though when he's not here. I don't know if he does. So I might be just assuming, but it's alright. When he shows up, we'll say something. And we'll let him relish in the possibility for a minute. Before we tell him. Oh. But I really do enjoy like making these lightning shapes. It's almost a bit. Sometimes when I get into painting, like the painting itself becomes kind of like a mini meditation. 'Cause I'm just like in the zone. Zoned out. That could be a good thing. We have this one. I brought all of it to life, it was a bit dull, which is fine. It being a bit dull was okay. But now it stands out much more. And it kind of allows the rest of the it allows the camera to show more of the background now too, which is helpful. Because like the camera has been really bad about showing all like the subtle color variation. Camera's been like real bad at that. But what can you do? Right? What can you do? You can only do your best with what you got. You can only do your best with what you got. Alright, I do want to add... Let's go back to our other painting actually for just a minute. I'll let this one dry. And let's put down Planet Earth on this one. Let's put down Planet Earth while we're here. Alright, Planet Earth. Everybody wanted to leave you. Everybody thought this painting was about leaving on a jet plane. Except it's not. It's also not about leaving on a spaceship. Even though everybody else thought maybe that would be the case. Let's just paint a little layer down here. I'm going to add a little bit more blue because I need it to be less watered down and more consistent. I did say I wanted to put yellow. That's right. Yellow was the other thing we're going to put in here. It's okay though. We still got time. Let's put this blue down, leaving some white space for where we would have some green land. We're just filling in spaces where the Earth's nice blue ocean is. Fill this in. I'm kind of having a bit of deja vu at the moment. It's okay though. Just gonna fill this in. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. We're gonna put a nice little curve. Alright. And we'll put the green in once we're done. We'll put the green in. And I do feel like this needs yellow because I saw yellow beams coming out. So it was like yellow beam, 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 yellow beam. So that's going to be different. That's going to be different. But I think it'll be good for us and for the painting. I don't have too many open spaces on my palette right now. This is the last spot. So we can't use any more colors today. Our palette is full. We're gonna have to make what we have work. Alright, I'm gonna put a little bit of water in the palette so we water down our acrylic paint. I do paint with my acrylics as if they were watercolor. Is this a good thing? We don't know. Do I like it? Yes. So that's why we do it. Alright. This isn't quite as bright as I wanted, but that's okay. That's okay. We can always add another layer to brighten things up. This is a bit watery, so I'm gonna expect some drips. But I am gonna go over top of everything when I do this. I'm just gonna go over top of all the shapes, colors, and layers. Over top of everything. And really get a nice clean edge, the edge of the canvas. Over top of everything. Kind of like we did with our purple. The purple streaks on that one go over top everything. So it's kind of the same feeling. But I am being very, very light with my brush strokes, because a lot of this background is actually watercolor, so I don't want to do it too hard or be too wet, because that will actually destroy the layer underneath, which is dangerous, which is a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game to play. So we have to be really careful. We have to be really careful. Just pull this right down over top of everything. All the way down off the edge of the canvas. Perfect. All right. Gonna put another one out here. Some of these are easier than others, because some of them have less watercolor. Some of them will fight us a bit, so I'm not gonna push it too much. So like this space here has a lot of dark green with the tree, so a lot of that is not going to come through straight away, so I will just come back to that. But for now, this progress will be enough. We can always go back and figure out a better way for that to work later. For now, this is good enough. Just nice, slow, gentle brush strokes is enough. Wow, that actually really pops on the camera. That actually really pops on the camera. Holy cow! all coming from the center. I feel like I'm gonna make the background center yellow too, so let's just do that really quick before I get too far. Let's just make that center yellow. That's good. That's good. I'll let that dry for just a minute. I'm gonna pull some more green into our painting. Aww. Emma, thank you so much for that donation, hon. I appreciate you. Thank you, hon. Don't let me fool you. This donation be used for houseplants. It was at one point. It was at one point all used for houseplants. Which was beautiful because a lot of the... I really did love having houseplants. That's something that I miss, is having houseplants. Thank you, Rogue One, for your bits. I appreciate you. Huh? Huh? I did no such thing as donating. Mm-hmm. Okay, Emma. Okay. I still appreciate it. Actually, I think I need a darker green. Maybe more of a solid green? This is having trouble. This is having trouble. Good night, Beneficent. Have a sweet dream, son. I appreciate you hanging out. We will stop at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is in like 40 minutes. Hello, Queen. Hey, Puff Bigsby. Welcome back in, dear. Mahavira. Day nada, Diana. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Yeah, good night, Beneficent. I'll ring the chime for you. Sweet dreams. I feel like I definitely like the addition of the yellow. Like, for sure. The addition of the yellow has been perfect. Hey, Riot. Thank you for that subscription, hon. I appreciate you so much. Best 2 months of my life. Best 2 months of my life. What a roller coaster, though. You weren't trying to be sweet. Well, too late. It's the way that I take it and interpret it, so... Whether or not you're trying is just the way that I take it. Riot is where you work. You want to go by Xeno? Riot Xenogenic. Alright. I'll try to remember that, Xeno. We'll try to remember that. We'll try to remember that. Gonna make the blue in our ocean a bit darker, which I think will help the green too, because I don't want the green to be too dark, but I do think making this ocean darker is exactly what we need. Just gonna go in here. lay down some more dark layers of blue. I'm laughing because this is getting a bit ridiculous. There we go. Because it doesn't look like a circle, and it's kind of driving me crazy. But it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's already looking better. Look at that. It's already looking better. I do see some need to clean up some edges, so I'm just going to do that really quick. Sometimes I can be a bit of a perfectionist, though, and that can make things kind of slow. It can make things a little bit slow. Appreciate you. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. It is kind of funny though, because I put this as like planet Earth, but I'm pointing it at like the ocean. Like, you know how sometimes it's like, oh, it's planet Earth because you can see all the continents. I decided to just show the big empty space in the ocean. That's alright though. It is kind of funny though. It is kind of funny though. I am going to grab a bit more of this dark blue. Let's continue to use some of this space here. Hey Forest Fairy, welcome back. Do you love it? Hello. It is very nice. I'm loving it too. I am loving it too. I am loving it too. I'm not sure how I feel about that blue though. It's almost like too much. I'm trying to decide. It's almost like a totally different blue from like the rest of the painting, so like it feels a bit weird to me. I'm trying to decide how I feel. But it's okay. I could probably just add that blue elsewhere in the canvas and it wouldn't be as distracting, I guess, maybe? Let's see. Let's see. Let's just put it somewhere. See if that doesn't help us a bit. Because I'm okay with it being a different color, but I don't know. Part of me is like, it's too much. It's too much. Like, it's too much. It's too much of a different blue. You know. Hey Dawson, welcome to the treehouse, hon. Oh, that's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we need. We don't have cylinders. We don't have giant cylinders. Well then, now we do. Now we do. Now we do. That's what this was for. That's why we paused. All right. And this could be that same blue, so this would probably help a little bit. I'm going to water it down just a tiny bit to help move the color around within this space. Should be good. I'm going to have to take a pair of scissors to this brush. This is not working in my favor. That little bristle is driving me crazy. Quit it! It's kind of close to the same blue, but I'll need to make these darker. But we're at least on the right path with it. We're at least on the right path with it. Yeah, that helped. That helped. Just that little change. A little change. I am gonna put a little spot here for that too. I like to put stuff off the page. Also makes for nice, interesting composition. If not everything is like perfectly placed and like oh, that bristle is fighting me. Is gonna fight me. That's the one thing about my paintings that I find kind of funny. Is like they're kind of made to frame. They're kind of made to frame. But when you look at the sides of the canvas, like it's kind of messy. So if you don't put it in a frame, sometimes it can look a bit crazy. I think we have a pretty good color distribution. I think we have a nice mixture. I do want to lighten up some of these just a tiny bit, but I want them to have color because I do feel like we got a little bit too dark with our black. So I'm just going to go in and give them a little bit of blue to make them feel not so like shadow-like. Because they do feel a little bit too dark. So I'm just going to go in with this little bit of blue. It is watered down. It's watered down a lot. So. Hey, thank you for the raid. The American Witch Brazil. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you all coming in. How was your stream? Those of you who do not know me, I'm Lady Lunastar. I do intuitive painting on Twitch. We are painting, this painting is called Unconventional People. It's the name of the painting, so welcome. And thank you for bringing your friends. Please feel free to say hi. American Witch, I know you just got done streaming. But feel free to say hi. Tell us what you do, why you stream on Twitch, and a little bit about you, and share your heart so that we can get to know you better. Aw, Cloud, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, dear. So I am working on this one. And we also have a little bit on the dark side. We have our, I guess this one went from Dragon Eye to Thunderbird. But we have this one. So we have bright, airy, hopeful, and dark and mysterious. We cover all types of energy here. So these are the two paintings we're currently working on. I do have another commission piece that I'm working on as well, but this one has kind of taken over because this one had inspiration that wanted to come through. So we'll go back to our Reiki Master painting again. We will, but I think I'm waiting for something. I think I'm waiting for more information for that one before we continue. I just like waiting. Which is nice though, because I don't like to rush things, you know? Don't like to rush things. Hey Samgelina! Thank you so much for your 3-month subscription. I appreciate you so much. Hi. Hey Delinquent Mermaid, welcome back in. And Minta Bean, hi. So American Witch says, hi, I'm just an unconventional human trying to make an impact in the world. So grateful for the Twitch community and the beautiful unconventional humans here as well. You're so sweet. So what were you doing on your stream? Were you doing tarot? We'll see. There you go. Was that what you were doing? Can you please explain more about intuitive painting? In the fewest words possible? Or would you like... Do you want the big long story? Or do you want it condensed? I loved your painting. Have a lovely stream. Thank you, American Witch. Have fun, hon. I appreciate you. Oh, was it Shadow Work Wednesday? I got you. I got you. Anything is fine with me. So basically I do meditation. And I just paint what comes in. Sometimes I don't even have to be in a full meditation. I basically just make sure I'm open and available to receive information, and then I just paint it on the canvas as it comes in. So all of these paintings, they're not pre-planned. There's no reference. There's no references. There's no. There's really like no overarching like theme even or concept. It just is, which can be really hard to explain. But basically, we'll just paint, and we let strikes of inspiration that kind of just show up and say hi. We let those kind of take over and tell us what our painting should be, essentially. So it's always kind of a surprise with what we end up painting. So like this painting sat around for a year. Actually, it's this one, yeah, it was that one. So our painting went from this in the portfolio to this in a year. I mean, it didn't take us a year to paint the whole thing, but like it sat around for a year, and then we came back to it, and this is what it is now. So We don't really rush things. It kind of just comes in and we say hi and we appreciate it. And we really indulge in it, and sometimes really surprising things show up and happen, so we just kind of embrace it. We never know what we're gonna paint, though. We never know what's gonna happen. Just kind of shows up, which can be super fun. Like today we painted a Thundercat picture into another painting, so you can literally have like the craziest things just come up. And sometimes we're having a conversation and the conversation will spark something that then goes into the painting. So like there wasn't, so like the world is here in the center now, but that wasn't there before. And so everybody was interpreting the vortex as basically a pathway for everybody to leave planet Earth. Well, I decided then that I was going to put planet Earth here. And then what did the painting mean, right? If this looks like Earth, but I put Earth right here, like what does that painting mean now? You know what I mean? So it's always evolving. It's always evolving. You find the 5-second story works best. So, okay, the condensed version is, I open my third eye, download information, and put it on canvas. That's the very condensed version. You wish you were that free when painting Delinquent Mermaid. So I do teach intuitive painting on my Patreon. Like, I think right now that one's at the $5 tier for Patreon. And we actually have, I think that's, is it this weekend? That's this weekend. So this weekend on Sunday. So I do teach people how to like kind of let go and flow and trust, and like I think we're just wrapping up a segment of channeled painting. So like channeling how you feel emotionally, mentally into the painting, and then kind of letting that show you bits of itself. And then we had a segment where we painted healing, acceptance, and love on top of it. So then it became like this layered thing. Actually, that painting ended up being this paint. Actually, I almost finished that painting. Here, I'll show you. It was this one. So like this one started really dark and chaotic. Oops, I didn't mean to hit the mic. And then I just we kept painting layer after layer after layer. I wish you could see better. I wish you could see better. Like there are so many layers, like I don't even know how to explain. I don't even know how to explain. Actually, this one has I even wrote the fear from the class on the back. So we kind of wrote our fears down and discussed them, and then figured out what affirmations we needed in order to kind of heal that and work through it. And then we were like painting while we're focused on that. And so that's what we do in the Patreon class. It is on Sunday during the weekend, so like most people can like show up, hopefully. I think though this weekend I might change the time slot ever so slightly, because I have an event that I want to go to. I have an event I want to go to on Sunday, so I might scooch it over a little bit. Hi, Luna. Hi, Lunatic. Welcome to the treehouse. Glad to have you. I'm Lady Luna Star. I do intuitive painting on Twitch. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you very much. How are you doing? How was your stream? And what did you stream today? Why do you stream on Twitch? What do you enjoy most about Twitch? What did you stream? And feel free to share your heart with us. That's going to be your self-care gift, delinquent. Yeah, and we do a mini meditation beforehand or afterhand, sometimes both, to kind of get us in the right space. Then we do the work. I do some check-ins with people as they're working on their stuff, and then we do a wrap-up and another meditation. With Patreon package, you also, depending on the tier, you can have reoccurring access to like guidance for painting. Like, I really enjoy the process, but I want to execute this feeling or this technique in the painting. Like, how do I do that? That's ongoing, not just during the class at certain tiers. So, do you stream tarot? So many tarot people today when I'm doing art. I like tarot though, so it's okay. You still belong. I just find it funny that like I usually do tarot, but I haven't for like a week or so or more now probably. I still plan on doing tarot, but like I really miss this, so I want to go back to this. So if you like tarot, please feel free to check out Lunar High Lunatic. Unconventional people. You sure have a lot of unconventional beauty. Phantom, I agree. You forgot about that because it's been a while since I've been here? You forgot about my evil giggle? I do have a maniacal giggle. I'm sorry. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's just part of who I am. This seems more fun. It's definitely more relaxed. I do intuitive guidance on my Patreon too. So like we just unlocked Patreon only guidance streams. Those are going to be on Saturday, I think, most likely. At least from the votes so far. Hey, Sky! Hi! Hi, Sky! I feel like that's going to be on Saturday, and I have spots selected for that to be available, again, at certain tiers. So, it's going to be Patreon-only guidance over on YouTube. Private link on YouTube. So that's not going to be live on Twitch. You guys will have your own space. So. But that's also going to be Patreon. It's a super crazy giggle, but you will always like it. Well, thank you, because I'm going to have to keep it at this point. How have I been feeling, Samgelina? I've been feeling a bit of everything. To be totally truthful. I've been feeling a bit of everything. But I'm feeling much better now than I did before, which is amazing. So I'm not complaining. I'm certainly not complaining. But I have been feeling just a bit of everything. But it's kind of to be expected because I am a woman. And sometimes that's just what we deal with. But no, life was kind of difficult too a bit, so. But, I mean, you just put your big girl pants on and you show up anyway, right? That's just what you gotta do with life sometimes. You just gotta do it sometimes anyway. True that. Hi, Ender. You just got off the phone? You're feeling good? You got off the phone at 2:44 in the morning? You're tired but feeling good. I hope it was a good conversation. You know, I hope it was a good conversation. But I do still do private sessions with tarot and things like that as well. But I really have a passion for art, and I just feel like for the longest time it was kind of malnourished. So I'm kind of going back to the roots of the treehouse. Roscoe! Thank you so much for the raid. I saw that you were like, I've been lurking, like right when I was leaving. But when I'm leaving, I'm in like, bye, I love you guys mode, so I didn't respond. But thank you for the raid. And the love, I appreciate it. Hey guys, I'm Lady Lunastar. I do intuitive painting on Twitch. What does that mean? That means I have no idea what I'm painting, which is kind of fun because that means we can paint anything. And it also means that the painting can change at any moment, at any time, which is also kind of fun and scary. So welcome to the treehouse, guys. And thank you for the raid, Roscoe. How was your stream? How was your stream? Tell us a little bit about how your stream went. What you do, why you like streaming on Twitch. And thank you for the follows, guys. Welcome in. Hi, Jill. Hi, Ra. Hi, Frazzle. Intuitive art is just is. It's hard to explain. You mean you're gonna paint something and you don't know what it is? Yep. So here's another one we've been working on. This one has many features in it. We're not entirely sure what it is. However, we have some theories. We have a lightning tornado. We have a Thunderbird. The Thunderbird is the only thing that is pretty consistent. We also have this little gem here. This can also be interpreted as a cosmic egg. This can also be interpreted as like a third eye or a dragon eye. It's been called many things. We have some brain matter. What looks like a brain, basically. And we put some little specks on it. So that's the other painting we have. So very different vibe, but you never know what's going to come through. You never know what's going to happen. So it's kind of fun that way. You're making a puppet, Roscoe? Are you really? A class wee cosmic egg. You were making a puppet. So guys, if you have not followed Roscoe already, you're missing out on some puppet action, okay? Clearly you're missing out on some puppet action, so you know what you need to do. Go drop a follow, and at least go say hi and check them out. It's like a proper puppet muppet. It's great fun. You know what I used to do all the time when I was in school? Especially when I was younger. Constantly, like if I ever had a project when I was younger at school, it would be a puppet show. I kid you not, it would be a puppet show. So I would be making puppets for a puppet show all the time at school. Glued together foam and everything. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check it out. I keep thinking like dark crystal vibes. Does it look like dark crystal? Is it high-tech puppet? Is it high-tech puppetry? With puppet robots? I'm gonna have to check it out. Does it remind you of it? Mm-hmm. You're tripping, or am I seeing a skull on the black part of the iris? You think so, Ender? There's a skull back here? Like right here? Maybe. Maybe that is a skull. I mean, these are meant to be interpreted. These are meant to be interpreted however you feel feels right for you. That's why they're so ambiguous. That's why it's so ambiguous. Now you want to make another puppet that has a blinking mechanism? I believe that you can do it. I believe you can do it, Roscoe. Do I know anything about pendulums? I know that they work best when you hold them still. Are you trying to use a pendulum, sweet? I don't normally use pendulums. I have one, but I don't normally use it. Also, I'm a painter. Paint on my hands, okay? I guess it would help if I, like, held it, like, still. You want to see this tiny dangling thing move in front of the camera? Good luck, camera, focusing on that. I think anything is possible, sweet. Used to make popsicle figures and with a light box to do a shadow show. Oh, like with like the shadow. Yeah, like the shadow puppet shows with like the bunny. That's the only one I know is the bunny. I don't know how to do anything else. Some people could probably get pretty elaborate with that. I would imagine people could get pretty elaborate with that, yeah. The valerian root tea is taking effect. You're gonna go to bed. Good night, everyone. Good night, delinquent. Sweet dreams, hon. Sweet dreams. You feel like Unstablix? You feel like the brain matter would just be a party? The kind of party I want to always be invited to? What is this with brain matter? Oh, because it's not intact? Because the brain segments are not intact? Is that what you're saying? Oh my gosh, guys. What? Did I miss it because of the raid? You should defo try it on some paintings like that. When college is not a priority? Could be, could be. We're almost ready to go because it is almost 10 o'clock at night. This has been a complete blast. I'm very thankful for the raid, very thankful for all the follows, all of the raids that we got today. All of the subscriptions, subscribers, supporters, donators, people bringing their flippin' friends, people just trying to share and the input in the painting, and all of the above. It's been an absolute blast. We will come back to this painting and our, so this one is Unconventional People. This one is titled Unconventional People. This one has no title, which is why I don't know what to call it. But we will work on this painting and this one. And I will most likely bring back either our galaxy portal, which is this little tiny one over here, or we'll bring in our Reiki painting. The face that I make. I do make all kinds of weird faces. Like, faces is kind of my job. Hey Barnow, welcome to the treehouse, hon. I'm honestly happy to hear that, Luna. I'm gonna go to sleep myself. You're sending consensual hugs in my direction. Love your face. Thank you, Ender. I will accept your hug. Yes, of course, the most prized guest of honor. Right, just in time, too. I do think... We'll see how we feel. Might actually do guided meditation tomorrow. And then do some painting after. So we'll see how we feel. We might do that, guided meditation, and then do like glow in the dark painting. And put all of our secrets in our paintings. Because we need the blue light for that. And if we do that, that would be a perfect blend. How do you guys feel about that? It'd be more of a calm, chill. Me not screaming into the mic. I would try not to anyway. I would try not to. You like the glow-in-the-dark painting? Yeah. Were you here on Stablix when we showed off the glow-in-the-dark effects? It was pretty cool. If you missed it, I'm really sorry, because you missed out on some pretty cool events there. It was fun, though. Let's see who we might feel like rating. I'm gonna see if anybody's doing art as well. Let's see if anybody's doing traditional art. I know there's not that many people that do traditional art, but I really want to support people that do, because there's not that many of us. There's not that many of us. Oh, there's somebody doing like... It looks like a fox or a cat on a moon. Angela's song art. Is this who we vibe with? Who else will we vibe with, maybe? Somebody's doing just a cat. There's one with watercolor. Oh, interesting. Well, let's do somebody that we vibe with. I like this one. Calm Vibe Painting Stream. Sock Live. Let's do Sock Live, actually. I don't think I've ever rated this person, but let's just try this person. It looks like they're doing like an elf with the ears. You think you did miss it? You've been doing homework. That's alright. That's alright. Looks like they're doing an elf with ears. I think they would appreciate a raid. They don't have that many people. But we will say hi. We'll share some love. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you for being amazing. We'll be live tomorrow. We'll be doing a little bit of meditation beforehand. Guided meditation. That takes about an hour, hour and a half. And then the rest of the time we'll do glow-in-the-dark painting. Okay? Love and appreciate you all very much. Let's say hi to Sock Live and share some love. Enjoy. And thank you from the treehouse. Goodbye, guys.